Welcome to part 2 of me and Isla Short's Q&A on veggie and veganism in cycling. We hope you enjoyed part 1 and this is part 2. Right, any tips on veggie, vegan meals? So tips, ideas, anything? Okay, right.
So we're just going to do our favourite go-to meal.
Yeah, go.
Okay, my favourite meal, if I had the time, then I would eat this every night. Basically, I have a Thai green curry with chickpeas, cashews, butternut squash, and spinach.
You should try kale.
I've never had kale.
We've had one before with kale, and it was really nice. It's like crunchy.
Yeah, I like the crunchy stuff.
So yeah, you should try like
I should try that.
Green kale. Spinach.
Coconut milk. So this is a vegan meal. Last night I did have it with Indian cheese. It's like paneer. But to be honest, it doesn't really taste of anything, so chickpeas work just as good. Yeah. With brown rice, green lentils, and then if you have the time, like this is not necessary, but like I love making curry paste from scratch.
Oh yeah, in like a blender.
Yeah, it smells so good. Oh, like top tip, if you want to like be veggie or vegan, get a NutriBillet. Yeah. Because like the stuff you can make with a NutriBillet quickly is
pancakes, smoothies, pesto, homemade pesto. Oh my, homemade pesto with like any green veg. Like it doesn't have to be basil, just like homemade pesto with broccoli.
Kale,
with
spinach.
Yeah. And pine nuts and olive oil and garlic and this stuff, and you've got like a perfect meal because it just adds the like cheesy bit. Because you can add parmesan and stuff, but if you want to make it vegan, just do that. That's so good. And like cherry tomatoes, and then that's like it's a really nice carby meal. So it's like that would be something I would have like the night before a race. If I've tapered into a race, I'm not really needing a huge amount of protein. Pasta's got a lot of protein in it anyway. Like we've discovered that like in a portion of pasta, there's like 10 grams of protein.
Which people totally forget that.
Yeah, people are like, oh, it's just carbs, but it's so much more.
But ideally, you would need to like have some chickpeas with that or something.
A good pre-race meal. Yeah, pesto pasta with loads of nice, bright green veg. So. Yeah,
my pre-race meal wouldn't be curry.
No,
this was just a general thing.
Curry's a good winter warmer. Yeah, because it's like
if you're in like a big endurance block, just like a shit ton of curry, loads of rice. Yeah. My pre-race meal would be like when I was away, I was probably eating fish the night before. Yeah. But now that I'm not eating fish when I'm away, it'll probably be like lentil spag bol or something. Yeah,
like a lentil ragu. You can also get that at like a few restaurants as well. Yeah. Like a lentil ragu option that'll be vegan. So like eating out as well. Like a lot of the time when I'm racing in the UK, we're like at a hotel or something. So we'll go out for the night before, and we usually go somewhere like maybe an Italian or something, and they've usually got a lentil ragu. So they're pretty reliable.
What's quite nice about eating out and like being away the night before a race is like the priority is carbs. Yeah. Not protein. Yeah. So it's like
you can kind of relax a bit because most eating out food is like quite carby anyway. So. Yeah.
Next question: is it more expensive, or is it just a matter of being more organised? Your writing is terrible.
You've said my writing's good in the past, haven't you? Your writing's way better than mine.
Is it more expensive to be vegan, or is it just a matter of being more organised and creative?
Yeah, but that's the same in like all of life. If you want to be better at something, you just be more organised and creative about it. So so if you want to absolutely nail your diet, be more organised.
Yeah, it's not like that, to be honest. Like being more organised and creative with your eating, that's not necessarily to do with being veggie or vegan.
In a few aspects, though, like travelling as a veggie or vegan, you need to be more organised.
That's the next question. We're not there yet.
Oh, travelling. Right then, on you go.
I think I don't think it's more expensive. Definitely not. I think initially it feels more expensive because you're having to change like the staples in your cupboards. Like I have a way more like herbs and spices than I used to have when I was eating meat. Because like you do need to spend. There's a lot of veggie meals. They have a lot of different flavors in them. Yeah. So like you do need more ingredients, I think. But once you've got them, like you buy like all your spices, they last you ages. Most of mine are like 3 years out of date.
It's just spice anyway. Yeah. Like I find, I don't do a huge amount of shop. I do my own shops.
You just write shopping lists for your dad.
Yeah, I But when you go to the supermarket and you buy a full trolley of vegan food, there are a few things in there that are like a lot pricier than normal. So like if you bought like a vegan meat alternative, they can be fairly pricey. The price is coming down, which is really good, but they can be fairly pricey. But your trolley is so much more full because it's full of whole foods, and they're generally cheaper. Like fruits and veg, like in Europe and in the UK, are pretty damn cheap. Like
they
and simple whole carbs like rice, pasta, grains, they're so cheap.
Yeah.
And
if you start then like buying all that stuff, and then if you've got the time to say like make pesto or do that, it works out so much cheaper.
Oh yeah. So there are certain things that were way more expensive. Like if you wanted to buy a chicken breast versus a veggie chicken breast, the veggie chicken breast would probably be more expensive.
Yeah.
But
then you could get something that would taste way better than that.
Yeah.
That would be cheaper if
and
you just...
more nutritionally dense.
I think it's just a case of like building up, like I only have like 5 or 6 recipes that I kind of like cook.
Yeah.
But like they're quite good because they're quite versatile recipes.
Yeah, because like whether if you don't want to put sweet potato in, you put like something else.
You just put like whatever veg is in your fridge and like whatever beans are in the cupboard, and so it's like I don't cook like that many different meals, but I get variety from just being like, oh well, I don't have any of this stuff in the house, so I'll just put this stuff in. So yeah, I think it's just I think initially, but then once you're sorted, you're good to go.
Some of the cheapest thing in the supermarket is oats and pasta, pretty much, for the cheapest things. And if you wanted a really simple vegan diet, you base it around a very simple protein and a very simple carbohydrate, and then like it wasn't very good for you, but it's really damn like flipping cheap. If you wanted to like feed a load of people, you wouldn't go out and buy meat or dairy. You'd buy just simple foods.
Yeah, you would.
So,
if you also like buying like, because since becoming veggie, there's a lot more fresh food in my house.
Yeah.
So like, and that can be, because I have to go to the supermarket more than I used to.
Yeah.
But now that I get the veg box, actually, I don't have to go to the supermarket very much. But where was I going with that?
In your fridge, there's like more.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you want to buy like, because sometimes like I spend quite a lot of my money on like fresh fruit and veg, because like something I did recently was I stopped cooking with tinned tomatoes.
Right.
I started making my sauce with fresh tomatoes.
Yeah.
It tastes so much better. But Lidl and Aldi are like, they're so good.
Oh yeah.
For fruit and veg, and they're like everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So you know, your international YouTube subscribers.
Exactly. Like
catch up
Lidl's and Aldi's all across Europe. Yeah. No, they're really good value. And just so you know, all Europeans, your supermarkets are so much better than the ones in the UK. So feel lucky that you have lovely fruit and veg.
And fresh counters for stuff as well.
Yeah. So
that's nice.
Very, very jealous when I go to Europe. Like just even in Belgium, like the supermarket's quality is just way higher.
And the bread.
And proper good bread.
We have terrible bread.
Yeah. Okay. Tragic. Tragic. So yeah, on to being in Belgium and being abroad.
Yeah. Challenges when travelling.
While travelling. The main issue comes when you're really on the move. So if you're in Belgium, well, I've been in Belgium quite a lot this year. The main issue is like the tiny little things. So veggie, vegan pesto, you can't really get in most supermarkets in Belgium. And then the other thing is like services and stuff. What were you gonna say?
Most people, I think pesto is vegetarian.
Yeah.
So it's got animal rennet in it, which is stomach lining.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So you like the standard, is it CYCLISTS? Is that what it's called?
The brand.
The brand that everyone...
Yeah.
In the UK, there's this brand and everyone has it, but it's not vegetarian.
But there is
there's
vegan
a veggie version. There's a vegan option.
It's a vegan option.
Tofu.
Yeah.
It's made of tofu, I think.
So it's soya. It's got like it's got soya.
Yeah. Sorry, just because most people probably thought that.
So pesto, and you could just make your own, like we were saying. So that's the main challenges when traveling, when you're like on the move. So I've had a few bad experiences traveling. I think it was like we were on the way home from like Zonhoven or something, and it was like late at night, and I was absolutely knackered because I'd just ridden Zonhoven, and we stopped at a motorway services, and I went in, and I think it was in France, and I don't really know French. I probably should have seen the poulet. I know enough
Everyone
French.
knows poulet.
I know enough. Anyway, it was a chicken noodle salad thing, and I started eating it, and I was like, oh no, it's chicken. And it annoyed me a bit, and then I was like, actually, it's okay. I went in, and the woman was like really nice, and she let me swap it with like a nice sandwich or something.
That was nice. That doesn't always happen.
No. And yeah, and that kind of, there's also another point in that, it's like, don't beat yourself up for making little errors. Like, we're all human. Like, it just happens. You're making a really good choice anyway, so don't have anyone beat you down, or don't beat yourself down because you make a little slip up. Like, everyone makes little slip ups. It's what happens. So yeah. How do you find it when you're traveling a little bit further afield? Because you've traveled to like places like North America and South Africa and things like that.
Well, like, it was actually when I was in South Africa the first time that I decided, that was basically when I was like, well, I want to be vegetarian.
Yeah.
Because they don't really have vegetarianism over there, and there's a lot of meat, and it's like big slabs of meat, and I remember it was when I was eating like, I think it was like lamb chops, and I just like really didn't enjoy it, and I was just like, that was like the turning point for me when I was like, okay, I want to be veggie. Yeah, it's quite hard. I've actually found I eat worse when I'm away, like at World Cups, than I do at home, which seems like it's not really right. It's not the way it should be.
Yeah.
And it's because it is like when I love being in control of like my fridge and like my own food and stuff, because I know exactly what I want, but it's quite hard to get stuff.
Yeah.
Over there. So yeah, I think I'm still learning. I think with traveling, I think being veggie is quite straightforward when you're traveling, like, because it's quite, all the stuff we eat is like quite mainstream, like supermarket food. But
cheese sandwiches, if you really want a cheese sandwich, there's loads out.
Like eggs for lunch. Like for dinner you can have like cheesy pasta or that kind of thing. But like now that recently, because I've been cutting out quite a lot of dairy at home, and I'd like to. It's hard because like there's like two different sides to it, because like I want to like, I'm not really interested in being like labeled as a vegan, because for example, one of my favorite lunches is egg mayo sandwiches. Yeah. And I use vegan mayonnaise now. It's called Veganese.
Creative.
It's really creative. And like, so I was eating this sandwich, and it was egg mayo and it had vegan mayonnaise, and this person was like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense because you've got an egg mayo sandwich. But then I was like, yeah, but these eggs have come from a farm down the road from my house, and I've seen the chickens and the ducks, and I know where these eggs have come from, whereas like the eggs in mayonnaise will be like the shittest quality. Oh yeah. Like they are not from Happy Hens. No. So basically, but then, so like, I can be vegan in my own house, but then when I go away, it's really hard to do that, because where do you get stuff? But then I want to do it more when I'm away, because like I can't find like the eggs and stuff that I eat when I'm away. I don't really know where they've come from. So yeah, I'm kind of still like, I'm very much still finding my way around. And
it does come back to that point. It's like you decide what you want to be with your own barriers and your own levels. And
you decide what sacrifice you want to make with your racing.
Yeah.
And
it should.
What's more important to you?
It should never be a sacrifice. It's never really a sacrifice. It's more.
What are you
decisions,
Are you willing to compromise maybe your performance that week on the bike because of your beliefs with what you're eating? It's always like a toss up, and I have found that it's like with you, like I've been in situations where like one of the only options is like, it's got pesto in it, but it's not veggie, and I'm like, well, do you know what? I really want to do this race well. Yeah. I need to eat a good meal. So.
Yeah. And it's not the end of the world, because like it comes back to that. It's like you can only do as much as you can do. So.
And it's not like you're not failing, because like
never ever feel like you're failing in anything, because you've already made that positive jump to go do something and like to leave everyone else behind and just do something positive and proactive with your diet.
Yeah.
Because it's totally up to you. It's like one of the really good things. It's a really good way to change your life ethically because you have a lot of control over it.
Yeah.
And
the point of it is like, we're not cutting out meat because we want to cut out meat. Like, the point of us doing this is we want to help the planet. So it's like, whether maybe like you eat meat quite a lot, but maybe you cycle your bike to work every day.
Yeah.
Or like you're like a really like hardcore recyclist.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Like, there's loads of different ways. Like, and I know there'll be, like, I've had people say to me, "Oh, like, you're really like environmentally conscious, but you jet set all over the world."
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, and I'm quite uncomfortable with that, but I'm trying to make up for it in other areas I can.
Yeah.
And like, we're all gonna pursue our own selfish goals, but it's doing that as environmentally consciously as we can.
Yeah.
Well, that's got really.
That's
really
a bit deep. Okay, let's bring it out of that deep place. And what is your favourite post-ride snack? So when you come back from a ride, you're absolutely dead. Like, it's been raining. You just want like good food. You just want food. Like, what do you go for?
So NutriBullet
is
coming into play here. So this is like my all-time favourite because it's so quick and it's got everything I need. Yeah. So ideally you freeze the banana before the ride. Okay. Don't freeze the banana with the skin on.
Why would you do that?
Because, well, I did the first time. So, right, banana, peanut butter, cacao powder, FYI, really high in iron, soya milk, and caffeine. Ignore that. Soya milk, soya yogurt, coconut yogurt. If you eat dairy, then like normal yogurt, but have like a skyr or fahi, really high in protein. And then like a bit of honey or something, blend it all up, and you got yourself a chocolate milkshake.
Meaty. Hearty. Yeah, so I go for baked beans because man likes baked beans. But I like it a bit more like fancy. So I have a bagel with fried mushrooms and like onion or something, just like fried with like some cumin and stuff, and then put it on the bagel. And then when I've got like the tin of baked beans, I'm just like warming it up. I add loads of spinach, just like as much as I can cram into the pan.
Spinach shrinks, eh?
Oh yeah, so you
add like half a packet and there's like four.
So I have like as much as I can and just like absolutely smash it in.
You can put spinach in my milkshake too, by the way, because it doesn't taste any different. It just doesn't like very nice.
So yeah, I smash it in the baked beans and then put it on top of my mushrooms and bagel and stuff. And then for extra like good points, you can add this on top, and you're like absolutely winning.
He's just trying to get sponsored by them.
Yeah, I know. Marigold, please send me an email so that you can sponsor me, because I'd really appreciate it, because I get through quite a lot. So yeah. Also, another question we got, really good question. This is our last question. Yeah. Best Christmas meal.
A nice festive end.
It's getting up to Christmas. What do you have at Christmas? Or what do you want this Christmas?
Yeah, so this Christmas is actually going to be I'm going to have my first vegan Christmas.
Alright, yeah.
Because since I became like pescatarian, I was having salmon.
Alright.
So this year I'm going to have a nut roast, and it's a Mary Berry recipe.
Alright.
It's really good. And I'm just going to have the usual, like, parsnips, carrots, mashed potato.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have sprouts because they're gross.
Yeah, alright. Okay.
Nut roast.
Cool. In past, I think I had nut roast. No, last year I was in New Zealand and we had chili, so a bit orthodox Christmas meal there. But this year I think we're gonna have vegan beef Wellington. So it's this like nutty walnuts and chestnut inside like a vegan puff pastry. So that's our main bit.
Puff pastry. Yeah. I might put my nut roast in puff pastry.
And you get vegan ones at supermarkets now. So yeah. So that, and then with just like the normal veg, and then a vegan gravy. I found have you heard of the Happy Pear?
Yeah, you said yeah.
It's like there's this Irish guys, and they make really good vegan recipes. So yeah, if you think of anything that's got meat in or anything, Google vegan that. Yeah. And you'll find a recipe like gravy, vegan gravy, sweet. You're sorted for Christmas. Like
Yeah.
I mean, you might not be able to find like a recipe for vegan turkey, but
no, there's in my local Whole Food shop. There's a vegan turkey with stuffing, and it's called a tofu.
Well, yeah, you get vegan.
It's probably gross.
You get veggie turkey at like the supermarket and stuff. But yeah, Christmas.
But there's loads of different Christmas recipes you can do. It doesn't have
or
to
just like kick away all of like society's norms and just have something mad on Christmas, like curry or pancakes.
Or do you know what? Like, even if you're like are in this big dilemma because you're like switching to veggie and this is your first Christmas and all this stuff, like don't like be hard on yourself if you want to have a Christmas dinner. Like you're making really positive choices by eating. So like it would be really cool if you could like make this awesome vegan Christmas dinner, but like remember it's not about like hardcore like
you just want to make as good many choices you can.
There's
loads of recipes out there, so just like YouTube, Google anything, just vegan Christmas, veggie Christmas, and they all taste really good because they're all just full of nice
vegan Christmas dessert, chocolate mousse.
Well, yeah, there's like loads of chocolatey things. There's like Bakewell tarts you can make with like almonds and like what else? Like millionaire shortbread or like vegan Christmas pudding. Like just replace all of the stuff that's an animal product with something that's not an animal product.
Yeah, it's easy.
So there's absolutely loads, and it's just going out there and finding it. So if you can think of anything, try and make it veggie or vegan because you might learn something.
Thanks for all your questions.
It
was really fun.
And
hopefully you guys learned something.
I mean, we should do more of these, whether it's talking about this or talking about another subject we like talking about. And this is easy because this is what we talk about.
This is all we talk about. We've already talked about this stuff like all day.
So this is very easy for us to ramble on about a bit. Like, do you want to chat about bikes next time?
I don't have very much to say.
Yeah, I know. So maybe we should chat about like gossip. We don't really gossip though, do we?
No.
So no, I don't know what else we would chat about. But if there's, I'm sure there's loads of more questions about nutrition and stuff. So you can comment down below this video, and I will try and reply to them, and you can reply to them as well. But like, if you're curious about things, because I'm sure we touched on stuff, and you're probably like, I want to know more.
Also, like, obviously, like we don't have degrees in any of this stuff, but we have been learning about it for quite a bit now. So like, hopefully, like a lot of what we're saying makes sense. And also, like, I am starting a degree in nutrition quite soon, so hopefully I know my stuff.
Next time, in a few years, you're going to be an actual professional.
Yeah, I am one day going to be like even more annoying than I am now.
Yeah, because you are annoying. So.
Thanks.
Yeah, so thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, then let us know because we can do more because there's so much more we can chat about. Thank you. Cool, so thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed these videos, make sure you let us know down in the comments. Also, as we were saying, if you've got any more questions, please let us know as well. We'd love to answer as many as we can. I'll have left Isla's links. She's got a blog, Instagram, everything down in the description, so go check her out. She's got really big plans for next year in the XC season. We didn't really mention in the video, but we both really love animals, which is another reason why we both don't eat meat. If this is something you'd want to see more of, us just chatting and mucking about, then let us know as well because we really enjoy it. So hope you enjoy it too. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.